Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ninja. The Ninja. And basically, I have a video for you today. It's kind of short, I would say. The hell is this? Okay. Well,
Okay, here's what my new haircut looks like.
um, click here. And this. Now, watch this. Okay? Now, I'm gonna watch this because a lot of people would interrupt, and because they don't understand, they assume you don't understand. Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about, since I don't know what you're talking about. So that's how they roll. And this, it corresponds with scientists that say, oh, this is the edge of the universe, when in reality, this is just the edge of what our tools can show us. We don't know because we can't see, but they will draw these models that make it seem like we see the edge of the universe, and for some reason, the universe looks like a tunnel, like a tunnel that you used to pour oil into a car, like a funnel or whatever. Why do they think the universe looks like that? It's because they're fucking idiots. But anyways, the point is they like to take what they think and just hear me out. Just hear me out. Listen.
I've studied the kids, for example, kids who, the Columbine killers.
Bite killers?
Columbine.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and they brooded.
So the person he's talking to, he has no idea. He's just saying it because I hate whoever he's talking to. But anyways,
On their resentment for maybe thousands of hours. Well, you can get a long way down a very deep rabbit hole if you brood on your resentment for 1,000 hours. And God only knows what you're inviting in. And you do invite it in because the way that your psyche operates is that this is a terrible thing to understand. The spirit of your aim answers your prayers. So if you're obsessed with resentment and revenge, then the spirit of resentment and revenge will reveal itself to you in your imagination. That's how your thoughts work.
okay. Now, I agree. I meant to start it over because I stopped it right there. Because at the very end of this fucking video, they show, oh, if you like it, you should sub. No, don't ever sub to this channel, because there's still content, and there's no point to like them. They don't deserve it, and this is how America works. Like, for example, if someone is taking someone's stuff, you should stop watching them and find the original source, basically, right? There's no better place to get it than the OG source, the original gangsta source, right? The main source. And if there is some alternative, they're taking funding from someone who should be getting the main funding. It's just they're a form of cancer on society, basically, and you shouldn't encourage that. So, anyways, now watch it again with this one. I'll explain.
I've studied the
Okay, so basically, okay.
kids, for example, kids who, the Columbine killers.
Bite killers?
Columbine.
Oh, gotcha.
So this kid has no idea. He's a dumbass. He's kind of an idiot. He deserves to be working on rocks and stuff. I don't see him being a thinker. Anyways,
Yeah, and they brooded on their resentment for maybe thousands of hours. Well, you can get a long way down a very deep rabbit hole if you brood on your resentment for 1,000 hours. And God only knows what you're inviting in. And
so what he means by that is if you sit there and you are thinking, it's kind of like what is it, living rent free, that whole saying, and you're thinking about the poison, or the thing about, oh, well, fuck him and his bananas. I wish I had some. I say bananas because I have some right here, but yeah, I wish I had his bananas. I'm jealous, and that thinking, it leads into more evil and more evil, and that's what he's talking about.
you do invite it in because the way that your psyche operates is that this is a terrible thing to understand. The spirit of your
Now that, I don't know. It could be that he's saying it's terrible to understand in general, or it's terrible to know what he's about to say. So anyways,
your aim answers your prayers. So if you're
self-fulfilling prophecy, prophecy basically. Um, Basically you want it and you hate them, and so you're trying to find ways to um, encourage you to do something and to justify you doing something to this person. That's kind of being biased and trying to hate this person for being awesome, when in reality you should like them and be under their wing. Instead, you're under someone else's wing and you're fucking it up for yourself because you're a hateful douchebag. And yeah, so
Obsessed with resentment and revenge, then the spirit of resentment and revenge will reveal itself to you in your imagination. That's how your thoughts work.
yeah. So basically, as long as you're thinking evil and trying to justify evil intent, you will find that basically, and it's because life finds a way, basically, right? And so if you pester on it for long enough, you'll eventually find a way, and that's what he's saying. And it can be for bad or good, so you generally want to be focused on something good, basically, because then you become a good person for society. And it's basically like the good Jedi versus the dark Jedi, or good versus evil, or that whole fucking essentially, basically, that whole thing. Um, and for the record, don't hate the government. Hate the people in the system. Don't hate the system. The car runs. The problem is the fuel that you're trying to use is made for something else. Basically, you're using a C type of fuel, and your car needs A type of fuel, right? And so it doesn't work. And you're saying, oh well, fuck, the cars don't work, and you're hating all cars. But in reality, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to get to the store, and so, or you have to get across town or across the city or into the next state or whatever, right? Um, don't hate the player. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. They would say, right? In this system, it's actually don't hate the game, hate the player, right? Because the player is the fucker who's fucking it up. The greed and selfish ambition is it's making the government suck, and that's why Trump is terrible. It's not because America sucks, it's because Trump sucks, right? Once Trump's out, if we have Bernie Sanders in, America would be a great place to be. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. So that's it. I just had to chime in. So peace.